New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a Mario staple that introduced 4-player co-op and gave us the penguin suit and propeller mushroom. But what else is there? Well, today you'll find out through the new Super Mario Bros. Wii Iceberg, containing all sorts of trivia, including the guy who leaked the whole game a week before release, to the game's anti-piracy measures. So sit back, relax, and grab a snack as we dive into the ultimate new Super Mario Bros. Wii Iceberg. Red case. Traditionally, Wii cases are white. However, new Super Mario Bros. Wii is an exception, as it's housed in a red case. The reason for this is because the game had a lot of passion behind it, and to emphasise how special the title is, they wanted to change the colour of the box, and decide on red as Mario's red. Furthermore, they changed the Wii text on the side of the box to a metallic silver. Toad houses. There are 3 kinds of toad houses, a red one, a green one, and a yellow one with a star pattern. The red toad house is a minigame when you hit the panels on the walls to reveal an image, which could be either a power-up, or Bowser Jr. The aim is to match 2 of the same power-ups, which allows for you to have them, or try not to match 2 Bowser or Bowser Jr. images, as doing so ends the minigame. The green toad house takes you to a minigame where you can use a cannon to shoot out of and grab as many one balloons as you can. Each one represents 1 mana. The yellow toad house is the most straightforward one, as it just gives you a star power-up with no need for a minigame. Super guide. After failing a level a minimum of 8 times, a super guide block appears at either the start or midway through the level. Upon hitting it, the player is able to watch Luigi, controlled by a computer, complete the level by using the most straightforward path without taking any damage. However, the player can take over at any point, where they'll also play as Luigi despite playing as Mario previously. If you let Luigi complete the level, then technically it marks the level as complete, and the player can progress, but the level marker will not change to the complete version. Furthermore, the super guide cannot be used in World 9. Coin battle. Coin battle is a multiplayer mode where 2 to 4 players go against each other to try and collect the most coins. Free fall. Free fall is another multiplayer mode that consists of trying to get more points than the other players. There are multiple factors in getting a high score, such as the player getting as many coins and star coins as possible, along with taking out enemies. SNES reference. The European SNES controller has 4 circular buttons, which are blue, red, yellow, and green. New Super Mario Bros. Wii references this by the placement of the playable characters on the game's disc, which match the colour order of the SNES controller. Warp cannon. Warp cannons are used to hit the player to later worlds. They can be unlocked by the player finding a secret goal, which is a hidden way to finish the level that is distinguished from the regular way as the flagpole is a red flag. There are 5 warp cannons in the game. One in World 1 that allows the player to go to World 5, another in World 2 that also allows the player to go to World 5, then in World 4 there's a warp cannon that allows the player to go to World 6. After that in World 5 there is one that allows the player to go to World 8, and finally in World 6 there's also one that allows the player to go to World 8. Hint movies. Exclusive to New Super Mario Bros. Wii are hint movies, which can be viewed in Princess Peach's castle. Hint movies are short videos that help the player in different ways. There are 4 different kinds, which are infinite one-ups, which gives the player different ways to get multiple lives, secret goal, which shows the player where to find secret goals, star coin, which shows where to find difficult star coins, and super skills, which show the developer's skills in different levels. These hint movies start to appear as the player progresses through the game. Then, to unlock most of these hint movies, star coins are needed to buy them. The exception to this is the star coin movies do not need to be bought with star coins. The reliance on star coins means that the player must have every star coin to unlock all the films. In total there are 65 hint movies. Mario loses his hat. When you reach the maximum number of lives, which is 99, Mario loses his hat. So while you have 99 lives, Mario remains hatless, and when you lose a life, he regains his hat again. Australian leaker. A week before new Super Mario Bros. Wii released, 24-year-old Australian man named James Butt uploaded the entire game onto the internet. This allowed people from all over the world to have access to the game. Nintendo caught wind of this and tracked him down. He was easy to track, as on GBA Temps forums he posted a picture of himself with a receipt of the game a week early, along with bragging about uploading it. Nintendo took him to court and Butt was ordered to pay 1.5 million Australian dollars along with an additional $100,000 for Nintendo's legal fees. Co-op sounds after death. In co-op mode, if one player runs out of lives during a level, they are able to play different sound effects called fanfares that alter between a bass drum, a bell, clapping, a clown horn, a quaker, and a snare drum. These sound effects are played using the jump and run buttons. Different ending. When the player first beats the game, after Princess Peach is rescued, She will say, "Did I ever tell you about the secret world?" However, when beating the game for the second time, Princess Peach will say, "Oh Mario, tell me about your adventure again." Infinite one-ups. Throughout the Mario games, there have been ways that let the player get unlimited lives, and for New Super Mario Bros. Wii, there's a method exclusive to the game. To carry out this method, there needs to be at least 2 players, and a level needs to be selected where there are Koopa Troopers and Yoshis. In addition, beforehand, all players need to have the propeller power-up. Upon entering the level, once both players have Yoshis, one of the Yoshis needs to eat a Koopa Trooper, which is then followed by a simultaneous ground pound. This causes the Koopa Trooper to turn into an invulnerable state. After that, the shell needs to be spit out and grabbed. While it's held, perform a drill spin, and if you perform a couple of them, you can get maximum lives very quickly. This shell can pass to the other players, where they can also get max lives by performing multiple drill spins. Charles Martinet's favourite game. New Super Mario Bros. Wii was for a while Charles Martinet's favourite Mario game. However, this has since changed to Super Mario Maker. Infinite coins. If you go to World 4 Castle equipped with an ice flower, there's a way for you to get an infinite number of coins. In said level, make your way to the large flip panel that has Koopa Troopers climbing on it. Next, jump towards the flip panel and throw an ice ball at one of the Koopa Troopers. Then, as soon as you land on the flip panel, spin it as quick as you can. If done correctly, there should be a Koopa Trooper frozen on the ground with coins pouring out of it. Newer Super Mario Bros. Wii. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a fan-made sequel of 128 new levels, new enemies, the return of the Hammer Suit power-up, and a level crate allowing you to make your own levels. It was in development for 3 years and can be played with a new Super Mario Bros. Wii disc through a homebrewed Wii to prevent piracy. Rainbow Road theme. Every 30 seconds on World 9's Hub World, a part of Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road theme will play. Stickers. There are new Super Mario Bros. Wii themed stickers created by Everplay. There are 181 different stickers you could get that consist of Mario and other playable characters to enemies such as Bowser and the Koopalings, along with items. There are a lot of variety in the designs and the type of stickers you could get, as you are also able to get foil stickers, stickers that can be used to form a bigger sticker, and stickers that give tips. In addition, each sticker is numbered, meaning they had their allocated place in the official sticker album. Arcade game. There's a new Super Mario Bros. Wii themed arcade game that's exclusive to Japan, called New Super Mario Bros. Wii Coin World. This game is essentially a slot machine with a Mario theme slapped on it. This is because it mainly consists of you spinning and trying to match different characters' faces to win points, with some mini games mixed in. Piano book. There's an officially licensed New Super Mario Bros. Wii piano book that has popular music from the game, such as the ground theme, the underground theme, and the game over theme. There are 2 versions of this book. The first one's the intermediate to advanced version, which was released in Western countries on the 1st of February 2013. The other one's the simplified version, which was released in Western countries on the 1st of June 2013. Chicken suit. There was concept art of Mario, Blue and Yellow Toad in chicken outfits, which shows that a chicken-themed power-up was considered. There is no information surrounding the concept, so it's pure up to speculation what they could have done for the suit's abilities. The chicken suit ended up being replaced by the penguin suit. Unused hint movies. There are 20 unused hint movies, 18 of which are special skills, one is an Infinite One-Up movie, and the other is a Star Coin movie. A lot of these are not fully functional as the level layout changed, meaning the moves that are carried out do not line up. Early block roulette. In the files of the game there's an obj_block.arc, which has an early design of the block roulette. In addition to that, there's also early artwork of the power-ups for the roulette. Most of the power-ups, except the penguin suit and the propeller mushroom, are the same in this artwork as its final design. The penguin suit in this version has a more simplistic and cartoon appearance, and the propeller mushroom is depicted as just a propeller. Scrapped Mega Mushroom. The Mega Mushroom was intended to be implemented in the game, but it was scrapped. This was most likely due to how impractical it would be in multiplayer. In the game files, there's also a model for a broken pipe, which would be used when the player would be in their Mega form, and they would walk through a pipe causing it to break. Princess Peach was meant to be playable. Shigeru Miyamoto did consider Princess Peach as a playable character, in a similar vein to Super Mario Bros. 2. However, he decided not to put in the game as they would have to find a way to animate her dress, which had been time consuming. Fan-made cactus at Super Nintendo World. In Universal Studios' Super Nintendo World, there's a cacti prop that does not match any cactuses in any official Mario game, but rather the previously covered fan-made game, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. On Google Images, if you search for New Super Mario Bros. Wii cactus, then screen grabs showing the fan-made game's deserts appear with the same cactus, so it's most likely used as a reference by mistake. Concept box art. Multiple pieces of concept art for New Super Mario Bros. Wii's box art were discovered. The old concept art found it varies in design. One of the designs is a sketch showing Mario, Luigi and 2 toads, most likely meant to be Blue and Yellow Toad, about to go toe-to-toe with Bowser and the Koopalings. The other concept design is like the current box art's design, except around the edge of the box it's yellow, where in the current design it's red, and the new logo is the same as New Super Mario Bros. It came from a booklet made by Nintendo to be used as a recruitment booklet. New Super Mario Bros. Me. In E3 2011, there was a playable tech demo solely for the Wii U gamepad called New Super Mario Bros. Me. This tech demo is based on New Super Mario Bros. Wii and builds upon it with new levels, and you can play as your Mii. Although, it only let each player play it for 10 minutes, after which it would reset. When playing as a Mii, they will wear overalls and a hat like Mario and Luigi. Depending on what player selects the Mii, the outfit will change. For player 1, their Mii's outfit will have Mario's colour palette. For player 2, their Mii's outfit will have Luigi's colour palette. For player 3, their Mii's outfit will have Wario's colour palette. And for player 4, their Mii's outfit will have a blue colour palette. New Super Mario Bros. Wii U is based on this tech demo. Spinning for infinity. There is a chance Mario can somersault forever if no inputs are made. This happens by making Mario jump onto a moving block while using the star power-up. Red Toad. There's an early sketch that showed Mario, Luigi, and Blue Toad in bubbles, with a Red Toad wearing a black vest running away from a chain chomp. It also has text that loosely translates to, "Please enjoy playing multiplayer in 2010. Red Toad would be replaced by Yellow Toad in the final release of the game. In addition, Blue Toad is depicted with a red vest, whilst in the game he has a blue vest. Propeller Mushroom original design. The Propeller Mushroom was originally just a letter P with a propeller on top. Mario and Luigi are balding. There are officially licensed New Super Mario Bros. Wii plushies of Mario and Luigi. They have hats that are loosely attached to their heads that are easy to remove. Upon removal, you can see that Mario and Luigi's hairline is receding, which gives the impression that they're starting to go bald. Unused fanfare sound. There's an unused fanfare sound called cheapfanfare_lr.ry.32 in the game's files. It's not known what it would sound like. Scrapped Yoshi colours. Originally, the pink variation of Yoshi was meant to be red, and there's artwork showing Blue Toad riding a red Yoshi. In addition, there's a light blue Yoshi in the game which is intended to be a darker shade of blue. HD Remake. A HD remake of the game was created for China's Nvidia Shield. Their Nvidia Shield is able to play some Wii games and GameCube games due to a partnership with Nintendo, Chinese company IQIYI, and Nvidia. This partnership allowed for New Super Mario Bros. Wii and other games to be playable in China for the first time. Sliding under a Goomba. When the music in the game does the iconic bar sound, enemies react to it in different ways. For Goombas, they will jump. In fact, they jump so high that a small Mario can slide underneath them. Key. In the files is a key model called I_ship_key, that when the player collects it, it flies towards the star coin counter, though nothing else happens. Trampoline wall. There's a trampoline wall in the game's files that is known as EN_TRPLN_wall. When the player interacts with the trampoline wall, it causes them to bounce in the opposite direction. Since it's quite glitchy, it can also cause the player to be launched ridiculously high into the air. Unused grey blocks. Shown in E3, there were grey question mark blocks and brick blocks in ice levels. However, they were not added in the final version of the game. The decision to scrap them could have been done to keep the block colours consistent in each level. Big Red Wiggler. There's an unused red texture that's a variation of the Big Wiggler's normal texture, as in the game they do not turn red like the normal ones do. Big Eep Cheeps. Before their first appearance in New Super Luigi U, Big Eep Cheeps were intended to be used in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The only difference they have from regular Eep Cheeps is their bigger size. Huge coin. There's a massive coin in the game's files that when activated in-game, explodes into 10 normal sized coins. However, if you use this massive coin and your coin count goes over 100, you cannot gain a 1-up through it. Massive Buzzy Beetles. In the game files, there are massive Buzzy Beetles that have gone unused. Its speed properties can also be changed, which can make them go really slow or really fast. Paper Thin Kamek. When Kamek teleports, he's turned invisible before arriving in his new spot. If you remove the invisibility, you can see Kamek is turned to a very thin line for the time being. Chewing gum. In 2009, New Super Mario Bros. Wii themed chewing gum was released in Japan. These packets come in 5 different designs, which consist of Penguin Suit Mario, Propeller Suit Mario, Mario jumping, Mario standing, and Mario holding a green shell. Stamps. There are New Super Mario Bros. Wii themed stamps by B-Post. These stamps have 5 different designs, which were Mario jumping, Propeller Mario, Penguin Mario, Mario riding Yoshi, and Ice Mario. Green coins. In the game files, there's a model of a green coin. It was intended to be used in place of the toad balloons. In the enemy courses, 8 toad balloons need to be collected before the time runs out. If you do collect all 8 balloons, The level finishes and a treasure chest appears. When the treasure chest is opened, Toad will pop out and he'll give you 3 mushrooms. Green coins are in the sequel New Super Mario Bros. U, but they have a different purpose. Golden Trophy. Across Japan, there was a New Super Mario Bros. Wii tournament consisting of players having matches to see who could collect the most coins. The player who wins is awarded a Golden Mario Trophy. On the bottom of the trophy there's a small string of text that translates to New Super Mario Bros. Wii Coin Battle Japan #1 Championships. Additionally, there's bigger sized text that translates to Japan #1. Greatest Moments in Time. Greatest Moments in Time is in reference to 3 British ads, each mentioning the greatest moments in time and comparing them with 4-player New Super Mario Bros. These achievements are Fire, Sliced Bread, and the Moon Landing. Yoshi Cookies. In the game files, there are unused graphics for cookies, which can be eaten by Yoshi, and would also appear on the bushes just like the regular fruit Yoshi eats in the game. These cookies originally come from the game Yoshi's Cookie, a puzzle game where you have to match the same type of cookies in a row. Unused backgrounds. There are 2 unused backgrounds in the game's files. One was seen at E3 2009 and shows what looks like a sky, while the second one depicts an early design of an airship. Small Penguin Mario. In 2013, October's issue of the UK's official Nintendo magazine has an image of a small penguin Mario, which does not exist in the game. The image was created by editing Mario's face into the mouth of the penguin suit power-up, Toad's hidden neck. Toad normally does not have a neck, but the Toad's propeller suit model does have a neck. It's not visible as it's pushed into their head. Koopalings inside their shells. Discovered by Super Mario Bros. If you extract the animation files from the Koopalings, you can see how they look inside their shells. Lemmy, Morton, Wendy and Larry look quite normal, although a bit inflated. However, with Iggy, Ludwig and Roy, that's another story. Iggy's body is super stretched out and thin, Ludwig has a massive pear-shaped body with a tiny head, while Roy is also stretched out with massive legs and feet up in the air. Anti-piracy measures. New Super Mario Bros. Wii's disc contains BCAS data, which is in fact stored on all Wii discs. BCAS is used to verify if the data on the disc is pirated or not. The BCAS data compares data on the disc to what pattern the data should have. If the pattern does not match, then the error code 0x123456A is added to the error log for the console's disk drive. This means everything seems initially fine, however, any time between 3 to 10 minutes after the error code is stored, the game will crash and show the normal "an error has occurred" message. Although, there's another unique anti-piracy measure for the NVIDIA Shield TV port of the game. In this port, if piracy is detected, then the screen goes black due to the camera not facing the level. In addition, there are a few graphics visible, which include any cutscenes, menus, and any of the world's maps. However, despite its state, the game is still playable, meaning it could be completed. Destroying a perfect ranking. Discovered by Super Mario Bros., you can remove a perfect ranking from your save file by dying 8 times in a level. This is permanent and your rank will be stuck as a near perfect save file. Decapitation. If a player wearing a penguin suit ground pounds and hits another player in a penguin suit who is riding a Yoshi all while in midair, then for 1 frame, each of the players are decapitated. On reverse. There's an act in the files called on reverse, which will allow you to go between the foreground and the background of the stage and mean you could walk past enemies and objects. The only way to get it working is to load it with a texture of your choice, as trying to do so normally causes it to crash, as it's trying to load a texture that does not exist. In the current video playing, which is showcasing its functionality, a black hole was added in to represent the actor. That's the Iceberg. If you'd like to see more Iceberg chart videos, a playlist will be linked on screen and will contain all my Iceberg chart videos, or there's a link that will take you straight to my newest Iceberg video. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have a great day or night.